organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on this Wednesday edition of Daily Iowan TV, Top Contender, Iowa City makes the list of best towns to live in, and later find out how 2 University of Iowa students are making a difference.
Iowa baseball with a close game against Grandview.
Also, a closer look into one particular Iowa baseball player.
For the rest of the week, expect some cloudy and wet days. Find out more in weather.
All that and more coming up. Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Cole Johnson. Iowa City was just announced as one of the best places to live in the United States by livability.com. The city earned the number 2 spot on the list, which is up 8 in the ranking compared to the same survey that was conducted back in 2015. The survey examined more than 2,000 cities with populations between 20,000 and 350,000. Those that were included in the survey were ranked for 8 different categories, with Iowa City being a top contender in all areas. The famous Iowa City restaurant Hamburg Inn is expanding and has some big changes coming our way. 2 new locations will be here in the Iowa City area with a different approach, one being an express restaurant and the other having a menu of options of food and new drinks. Hamburg Inn owner Michael Lee's approach is not only to extend the restaurant itself, but as well as the cultural aspect Hamburg Inn has had on its legacy here in Iowa City. Not only has the famous restaurant had an impact on changing Iowa City, but as well as giving international students a new outlook on the hospitality business.
Branstead. He is our first Iowa ambassador to China. In the past, 40 years, he has served in Iowa for 21 years, and he has helped a lot to help, the 2 countries, 2 great countries, to become together. So I'm going to have a Tara Branstead room. And
stick with Daily Iowan TV to stay up to date with the Hamburg Inn expansions. Iowa State University administrators came out and said that they are standing behind a lecturer who has received criticism regarding a paper that he assigned to his class. Lecturer James Stroman assigned his students a paper that was a historical account of the September 11th attacks from the perspective of a terrorist network. The assignment gained national attention after someone took a screenshot of the requirements and sent it to a website called The College Fix. The university said that the paper is keeping under curriculum used in the university's Reserve Officer Training Corps program and will continue to fully support Stroman. The Cancer in Iowa 2017 report was just released for the upcoming year, and Daily Iowan Metro reporter Jenna Larson is standing by in this newsroom to tell us more. Jenna?
Thank you, Cole. The University of Iowa College of Public Health did their annual report for 2017 for cancer in Iowa, where they projected 17,400 new cancers among Iowa residents and 6,200 deaths as well. In the report, they also closely focused on liver cancer and the relationship between hepatitis, particularly hepatitis C. The CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, are encouraging baby boomers to get screened for hepatitis C to avoid possible liver cancer. That's all I have here in the newsroom. Back to you, Cole.
It's the final week of Recycle Mania. Yesterday's event, Caught Green-Handed, was hosted by the University of Iowa's mascot, Herky the Hawk. The Office of Sustainability is keeping an eye out for those doing something sustainable and rewarding them. Recycle Mania ends April 1st, and following that is Earth Month, which includes a benefit concert.
That could be something as easy as toting your reusable water bottle or coffee mug around, or if we see you put something in the recycling bin. We have been giving prizes away. Today we had Herky out about on campus who was helping us distribute some of these prizes to people who we saw doing sustainable things.
And we have things like a bike challenge, a bike checkup. University of Iowa Environmental Coalition is doing several events.
For more information on upcoming events, visit sustainability.uiowa.edu. Switching gears a little bit, the weather has seemed to be back and forth with spring weather, and it's been a little foggy, a little rainy. I'm looking forward to the real spring weather, some summer weather. Afe, what's it looking like for the rest of the week?
Well, Cole, it definitely has been really foggy and gloomy this past few days, and that will definitely be sticking around for the rest of the week. This afternoon, we'll see temperatures at 50 degrees with a 90% chance of rain. As we journey towards evening, temperatures will dip at 43 degrees, still with more showers. Tomorrow morning, temperatures will be at about 45 degrees with a 90% chance of rain. Taking a look at the 6-day extended forecast, on Thursday, the rain will be sticking around with temperatures in the mid-40s and high 30s. Heading into the weekend, expect a fairly dry one. On Friday, we'll see temperatures at a high in the 50s and a low in the 30s. On Saturday, we are looking at temperatures in the high 50s and 40s with the sun making an appearance. On Sunday, we'll be back to the rainy days with temperatures in the mid-40s and a high in the 50s with a 50% chance of rain. Finally, on Monday and Tuesday, we'll see temperatures in the high 50s and low 40s with a 60% chance of rain. Unfortunately, the sunny weather is not looking like it will be here anytime soon. It's going to be extremely wet this next few days, but that is definitely a sign that with constant showers we're expecting the flowers will be blossoming quite soon. That's your weather for the week. Cole, back to you.
Thanks for that, Afe. 2 UI students created their own nonprofit organization to help siblings deal with adversity. Reporter Alexis Tansey has the story.
Siblings Empowered is a new nonprofit organization that was created by UI seniors and sorority sisters Kaylee Beaumont and Bridget Blair. It is a virtual support system for individuals who have had a sibling suffer from cancer, death, or other adversity situations. The website, siblingsempowered.org, launched in February.
They want to upload a photo, if they want to reach out to other people, if they have questions. That's the area that they can do that parents don't necessarily want to see or can see.
Beaumont and Blair are both very passionate about Siblings Empowered because they know what it's like to be a sibling dealing with adversity. When they were younger, Beaumont's sister suffered from cancer and Blair's brother passed away.
There's like 28 million individuals every year that are impacted, and we're like, if we're impacting one life at least or a day, then like we're making an impact.
And they said, even if you get the funding for this, or is it still something that you're going to continue with? And we both looked at each other with smiles on our faces and we're like, yes, because it's something that we're so passionate about that even if we in the end don't really make money off of it, it's still something that really means a lot to us.
The company's logo is a lighthouse because the purpose of a lighthouse is to light the way for sailors when they get lost at sea. The purpose of Siblings Empowered is to show siblings that no matter what they're going through, they always have this organization to rely on. Kaylee and Bridget say they're two very different people, but working together on Siblings Empowered has brought them a lot closer. This has been Alexis Tansey, Daily Iowan TV.
After nearly a month, the neighbors of the Manville Heights Association have decided not to appeal the dismissed case regarding a nearly 7,500 square foot home that is going to be modeled after Kinnick Stadium. Judge Ian Thornhill dismissed the case nearly 2 weeks ago, saying that the Board of Adjustment was correct in the decision to issue a building permit this past June. Neighbors of the soon-to-be model home filed 3 different lawsuits against the home, with this suit being the final one to be dismissed in court. Neighbors say they no longer plan to pursue the effort in preventing the construction of the home. Well, people are trying to get to Kinnick Stadium a little early, I guess, so let's toss it over to sports for more on Iowa athletics. Guys?
That's right, Cole. Football's coming up, and that's pretty exciting. But right now, we have spring sports, and they're just getting underway, including Iowa baseball.
The baseball team looked up to follow up their series win over Purdue last weekend in yesterday's matchup against Grandview University. Lucy Roden has more.
Hawkeyes took on Grandview last night in a close game that relied on strong performances from Robert Newstrom and Jake Adams. The game got off to a quick start with Grandview scoring 3 runs in the second inning. Iowa bounced back with 4 in the third, and 3 of those runs came off of RBIs by Newstrom, and the other run was scored by Newstrom himself.
We didn't really play our best. I guess that's the best I can say about it. But, at the end of the day, it's good to come out on top.
After Guzzo hit a home run in the fourth, the game seemed all Hawkeyes, but the Vikings would not go down without a fight. Grandview capitalized on Iowa's mistakes and scored 2 runs in the top of the 7th to tie up the game.
A couple errors in the field, both errors led to runs. They were, you haven't seen us make a lot of errors this year, and we really haven't made many that have cost us, but both of those did cost us tonight, and we just have to be better than that.
Despite the Vikings' rally, the game came down to a home run by Jake Adams in the bottom of the 7th, giving the Hawkeyes a 6-5 victory.
I mean, I knew I hit it pretty well, but right when I hit something, I thought it hit off the wall, and I was like, well, what just happened there? But I mean, luckily enough, it got out and scored that run.
I will be back in action this weekend for their second home series of the season against UNLV. Reporting from Dwayne Banks Stadium, this has been Lucy Rodine, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Make sure to tune in on Monday for a full recap from baseball's weekend series.
Iowa baseball has a lot of talent on their pitching staff this year, but none of them have quite the story that Ryan Erickson has had on his journey to being a Hawkeye.
The baseball career for fifth-year senior Ryan Erickson has been quite the journey. Ryan came to the University of Iowa with no intention on playing baseball to now being one of the biggest weapons on the mound for the Hawkeyes. Ryan was a standout pitcher at Mason City High School, where he pitched in a state championship game his junior year. He later went on to play college baseball at Johnson County Community College in Kansas City, where he didn't find the success he was looking for. After leaving there, he came to the University of Iowa to be just a student until he realized how much he missed playing the game he loved.
I started missing the game. The big aspect was not being around teammates every day, and that's when it felt really different. And then come spring, when I went to a game, that's when it really hit me that I needed to be part of a team again.
It's been great, and it's also a great story because, I mean, it's not often that someone as talented as Ryan just kind of falls in your lap. I mean, you get an email wanting to try out for the team, and we did a little research, called some high school coaches, some guys at the junior college, and all of them had good things to say about Ryan as a person.
I grew up a Hawkeye fan right from the beginning. Loved watching Iowa basketball, Iowa football, and this is one of my dreams. One, to become a Division I baseball player, and to play for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Ryan's high school teammate, Jake Peter, is playing professional baseball right now at the AAA level, and Ryan hopes he can strive to be at that level someday.
Because he's probably, I would say, if he's not there this year in the big leagues, he'll be there in another year. But, I mean, it'd be awesome to be on his team or play against him.
Hopefully, if things go his way, hopefully have a chance to play professional baseball down the road.
Ryan and the Hawkeyes open up a weekend series on Friday at 4 o'clock against the UNLV Rebels. Reporting from Banks Field on the University of Iowa campus, Clayton Sampson, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The Hawkeye baseball team is now 14-9 on the season, and they're looking to grab a series win over the weekend against University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Now in women's sports, the Iowa women's soccer team finished 13th in the Big Ten last season. The Hawkeyes are looking forward to improving the hiring of veteran goalkeepers. Coach Ray Tanaskovic is sure to help. With more is Will Silverstein.
The Iowa women's soccer team has hired a new goalkeepers coach, Radi Tanaskovic, who hopes to instill what it means to be a student and also an athlete.
After making the move from Louisville, Tanaskovic is appreciative of the support he has received from his fellow coaches and players.
I mean, both of them, Coach Dave and Coach Erica, made a super easy transition for me, I mean, and at the end, of the most important kids have been very, very receptive. They have been open-minded. They're taking the coaching very well, and it just makes it very, very easy.
Having coached against Tanaskovic in Division II, head coach Dave Diani knew that he was going to bring all he had to the job.
I knew a lot about what we're kind of getting with him as a person and as a soccer coach, and that's probably what we're most excited about is the investment that he has in our student athletes.
Returning starter Claire Graves took to heart Tanaskovic's advice about goalkeepers being the leaders on the team.
And I think that that's something that's huge and that we need to be the leaders. And I know that that's a thing that people tell you, you need to be a leader on the field because you can see everything. But just as far as everything, holistically, school, making sure that we're on time, making sure that we're doing extra work and all that, we need to set the standard.
Tanaskovic is thrilled with the enthusiasm and excitement Iowa has for its soccer team.
I mean, I think support is great, from the university. I mean, I think we have everything what we need. Community has been super welcoming, and it has been great. Already you can feel this is a true Hawkeye family, a city breeds and lives for the university, and I think that's awesome.
Reporting from the University of Iowa HTRC, this is Will Silverstein, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The team will head to Notre Dame this weekend for a spring season game against the Fighting Irish.
Another sport that is just into their spring season is Iowa football. Tune in tomorrow for more.
Very exciting. We'll also take a look at a former Hawkeye and how he's doing now. Cole, back to you.
And that'll wrap it up for this edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check out our website, dailyiowan.com, and pick up today's copy of the Daily Iowan for everything Johnson County. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Excuse me.